Good afternoon, this is Tom Tucker with Quahog News, and I'm here at the Westview River with Dr. Sheldon Cooper. He's going to talk to us about modern energy sources. Hello, Dr. Sheldon Cooper.
Good afternoon, sir.
What kind of energy source is this?
It's hydroelectricity energy sources.
Is it renewable?
Well, it is renewable. Basically, you take water and you push it through a penstock, and the penstock returns it back into the water, but in higher pressure.
And how does this generate electricity?
Well, the water, as I say, goes through the penstock. At the end of the penstock, there's a turbine, and with friction and the force of gravity acting upon the water, basically, it turns the turbine. The turbine turns a generator, and the generator basically creates electricity.
Alright, well, what are the advantages to this?
Well, there are lots of advantages, and I'll start with the most simple ones, Mr. Tucker. The first one is basically there's very little pollution. But when you're getting energy from sources such as coal, you're burning things and you're creating pollution in the air. With hydroelectricity, there's very little pollution. Another advantage, if you may, is the fact that once you build a dam, you don't need employees to work it.
Isn't this going to be a loss of jobs for the community?
Well, you can think about it that way, but in fact, it's basically just the less employees that we have to hire, the less you have to pay for the electricity that you're getting.
Alright, well, there's got to be some disadvantages to this besides jobs.
Disadvantages that they are, the first one is, if you're building a dam in a river, there's a chance that the dam is going to overflow and cause a flood, and basically, in case of a tsunami or some sort of turbulence in the water, a whole town can get flooded, or a whole city a place can get flooded. But that's a very unlikely thing to happen.
Well, that sums it up. Thanks for coming to talk to us. Dr.
Well, there's no problem, and we're looking to building a dam just here in Quahog. We're just gonna need enforcements from the police and from citizens to make sure that everything turns out as planned. Thank you very much, Tom Tucker.
Thank you.
Yeah, bitch.
This is Tom Tucker with Quahog News signing off. Hey, this is Tom Tucker still at Westview River. I've met up with Dr. Sheldon Cooper's brother, Dr. Bob Cooper. He's going to tell us why this is such a good source, and he's going to compare it to another source for us.
Well, it's a good source, again, as my brother said, because it is so renewable. Another reason is because when you compare it to other sources, it just becomes more and more of a good option. For example, solar-powered electricity can only be recruited during the day, right? So, but for water flows throughout the whole day. Well, when compared to solar, where you can only store energy during the day and then you use it at night. But for hydroelectricity, it is good because water lasts the whole day, and you could renew it over and over and over. And dams are built in maybe a few months, 6 to 7 months at tops, and they can last for up to 50 to 100 years, depending on the quality of the dams. Another reason why it's good is because it doesn't produce any type of waste, such as radioactive waste, which often happens in coal, when you burn coal. You don't introduce yourself, just go to straight.
I also heard that this can filter the water, be good for the environment as well.
Well, it could, yeah. It can't really filter the water, but it takes water that usually is polluted and water that's not good for the environment, and then just puts it to good use. That way, we not only are we cleaning the river, but we're also using it as electricity.
Thank you. We'll have more from them in good time. Thank you, Quahog News. This is Tom Tucker.